ladies and gentlemen, now for official introduction, the fighter out of the red corner, weighed in at 107.8. He's at 26, stands at 6'2". He fights out of Body Tough Gym and hails from Barnsley, Connor Hulme. And his opponent fighting out the blue corner, weighed in at 117. He's at 29, stands at 6'1". He fights out of Fight Ministry, Humberston, and hails from Grimsby, Charlie Metcalfe. The referee, Mr. Simon Stepnitsky.
Well, as a good friend of mine, a fellow commentator, Brad Horton, would say, it is time to sound the unicorn. Two big amateur heavyweights making their debut here at Almighty number 23. Connor Hulme fighting in the blue, velvet shorts, taking on Charlie Metcalfe in the tie shorts. Hulme representing Body Tough MMA, Metcalfe the Fight Ministry.
And you can just see the difference in movement already. You can wow, Hulme opening up,
and Hulme goes chopping shots. Hulme with the underhooks, knee to the body from Metcalfe.
And they are solid knees, and I mean...
And another knee, and they're exchanging knees back and forth. Didn't look like Hulme like that one.
And he wants to get out of there if he...
Fires one back of his own. Another big knee to the body. Another knee.
All the way in or all the way out. You do not want to take too many more of those tree trunks to the body.
No, very thick. Well, I thought he was trying to drop down there. Has he been...
You can't see from this vantage point, but he's fighting the hand, so it would lead me to believe that he's looking to stick on the guillotine.
I thought for a moment I saw him trying to arching that back a little bit.
And if he does not get this, then you know the heavyweights, especially the muscular ones, get tight, but he's arching the hips through. And you can just see Hulme fighting his head out, but he comes back.
And now we're going to see whether or not Charlie Metcalfe is burning those arms out with a squeeze. It didn't look like he was putting too much into it.
No, it didn't. But you know, different people. You can just see in Hulme, he moves a lot more fluid. Nice stomp to the knee there, a oblique kick, John Jones style. And you can just see Metcalfe being a little bit more laboured.
It's like watching a video game and you're watching that energy bar slowly drain down into like the amber warning. He's still strong. Throws heavy. Little kick there.
That's it. And you can just see Hulme lighter on the feet. Everything that Metcalfe does is stiff and deliberate.
Yeah.
Beautiful leg kick there by Metcalfe, but Hulme with lightning fast hands.
Trying to get in, bit of a smile there from Metcalfe. Not sure the clutch landed there, not like those 2, 3.
And he's got a chin on him as Hulme. And you can just see, you don't want to see him smile too much. Metcalfe just laying out a little grin, but at this level, at this weight, a punch changes your night.
Absolutely. I'm wondering though if he's starting to feel that Connor Hulme, again, that he hasn't got that shot to knock him out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you feel that...
Because he's a chiseled heavyweight. Whereas Hulme, you know, you'd think they could maybe go light, heavy, or high middle, you know, but just taking a few deep breaths there in the corner of Metcalfe, and it were two totally different styles. They wanted to go head hook, they wanted to go banging on the feet, but Metcalfe being very deliberate, stiff, every shot to put it through his opponent.
You felt this in the gym, mate.
Whereas Hulme, very fluid, very light, 2s, 3s and 4s when he let go.
Yeah, and has landed as well, has tested the chin a little bit.
Yeah. The story of that round for me though was like the minute spent in the clinch.
Yeah.
And
as we see here in the replay, lots of knees to the body. It looked like he was trying to sink in a guillotine, but
yeah, and you know, if he let go of that, then hats off to Metcalfe. Let go of that. It's round 1 and you're a big guy. You don't want to tire out those haymakers before you throw them.
And come on, let's be honest. If we figured anybody, any fight could provide a finish in the night bonus, we were thinking it might be the heavyweights.
It might just be.
Again, Hulme, body top MMA.
Beautiful check there by Hulme. First kick checked, but
good. Nice tight guard. Charlie Metcalfe got nothing through that with that combination. And you suggest that the way in is with the straight shots first.
definitely. And I'd like to see Hulme move his head a little bit more. He's got the back slip down, but you don't want to back slip too much. You know, Anderson Silva, Weidman, you can only back slip once before the second one comes. But nice little exchange initiated by Hulme, but Metcalfe got a piece of the action too.
Yeah, Metcalfe with that, again, heavy kick. Every time he throws anything, it's got mean intention to it.
Oh, he's throwing like, yeah, he has. And if you look at the abdomen, you can see it, the deep breathing. Beautiful shot there on the end of the exchange by Hulme.
And do you think Hulme now, do you think there's some mileage in, he's headhunting a lot. Is there more mileage in going back to the body this round?
Yes, there is, but you get to a point where you're tired and you want to put someone's lights out. And it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
Easiest way to get to someone is to knock them out. Well, no, it isn't. Go back to the body, play a bit more with the body, tire him out, make your life easier.
Look at Metcalfe's output, Sloan, and you figure that he's saving it up for a burst when he feels the time is right.
Yeah, and you can see him just, when he steps forward, he almost steps through to the opposite position.
A little bit of hand fighting there, just trying to knock the guard down. And
now this is where, it's like Hulme wants to exchange when he gets hit, but here, this is where he wants to cut an angle, just with the jabs.
Yeah.
Because if you stand there too long, Metcalfe's going to oblige and he's going to crack you in chin. Nice little double jab cross. Nice little shovel uppercut there by Hulme, and he got a little bit of a reaction. But he walked in. Nice recovery. Metcalfe never out of the fight. Beautiful parry jab.
Yeah, Hulme there almost, he lands, he gets a couple, and he almost stops to admire it for a moment. He's got to pull back, bring that guard back up.
That's the one. And you get away with that sometimes at the lighter weights, but not a heavyweight. And he's eating a few big jabs from Metcalfe.
I would suggest the Metcalfe is definitely the more technical of the two strikers.
Yes.
Oh,
if he'd have set that up with a jab, then we could have been saying good night.
Absolutely, but we're going to get 3 more minutes in this heavyweight contest.
And you know what? This is just almighty through and through, isn't it? Right. Heavyweights, they've got one good round, then they're boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going into the third and they're still cracking each other in the jaw trying to end it.
Very nice. No disrespect to Hulme, but if Metcalfe perhaps hadn't blown that wad a little bit earlier in the first, Metcalfe, I think, is the more likely to get a finish at the moment. But Hulme is there.
Yeah, he is, and he's punching volume.
Yeah.
And, again, he's punching volume, and I'd say for a big percentage of that round, he was dictating the fight. Not necessarily landing. But then Metcalfe got his second wind and nearly dropped him with a jab.
Yeah, and that seems to be one of the difference makers.
Yes.
Seems to sting him every time he lands.
Yes. Maybe changing levels of Hulme, coming back up, feinting the takedown, coming back up. But right now his head's kind of just stationary. He's doing the right things with his hands.
Yeah.
What a third round we've got in store for you here.
Goes inside with that low kick. It's Conor Hulme. And again, both these heavyweights making their debut.
That's it. His chin up in the air a little bit for Hulme. I'd like to see him sit on his shot a bit and just, tuck that chin. You got more chance taking one on forehead than you have on chin. But so far so good for Metcalfe in the third round, just dictating the fight, cutting the ring off, taking the centre. And something we haven't seen yet.
No, and a good sprawl out. A labored entry.
Yes.
Well sprawled out by Charlie Metcalfe, and now laying heavy. And he thinks going to try and get those knees under and move round to take the back or the side.
And I mean, he may be a heavyweight, but he's now got a heavyweight on his back. Back up to standing, turns him off and nearly throws him through the fence. Metcalfe is a specimen, but Hulme is a bouncer lad through and through, and he's a fighter.
Absolutely. Again, he's starting to wear the fight a little more visibly. Going inside again to that leg twice.
Yeah, the bigger range techniques. You know, Metcalfe a one punch, one hitter quitter. Hulme throwing more volume when he does engage, but those kicks are Metcalfe.
Oh, we're going to get a full move fight to end this round. You can see that the movement from both is starting to slow down. They're going to stand within a foot of each other and throw leather.
Stand on a penny and throw.
That leg kick really hurt him.
And Hulme looks like he's a lot worse for wear in this round.
He has, I mean, he's been struck a lot, been hit a lot by big, heavy, strong Charlie Metcalfe. Again, a little bit of an adrenaline dump maybe.
Yeah,
this is the first time that they've competed in front of the crowd like this.
It could be an adrenaline dump, or it could be the fact that those tree trunks have been chopping away at his lead leg for the past 2 rounds.
He's going low again, and I think that's where the stoppage might come from with a minute or so left. Keep hammering on. Look at how marked up that knee and thigh is.
That's going to be sore tomorrow, but for the next 13 seconds, you've got to give it your all and go out on your
10
shield.
10 seconds to go.
Here we go.
And he does start to try and push forward.
Beautiful finish to the fight. You can see Metcalfe just backing up and parrying. And what a fight by these two. They fought like flyweights.
Absolutely. Great debut from both of them. Tough as old leather.
Two totally contrasting styles. Two totally contrasting humans. But my word, one fantastic fight.
Good Lord. When these guys, you know, when their technique shores up a little bit.
Yeah. And it's all experience.
Absolutely.
What's the loss in amateur? Because guess what? When you get pro, it never happened.
Amen. Amen. You can see.
Wow.
See here in the replay, Metcalfe always controlled in the clinch.
It was the leg kicks. They were the difference.
Oh, they were here at the end.
He maintained power through to the end of the third. And I like the style of striking from Hulme. Not very often you see someone throw with that kind of fluidity at heavyweight. But Metcalfe, he had power in every limb. And that was the difference maker, those leg kicks.
Well, Mr. Sefcon is standing in the ring. I'm sure he's got the judge's decision. Both corners been checked over by the doctors and medics here at cage side. Let's turn it to Mr. Sefcon to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, Charlie Metcalfe. Please show your appreciation for Connor Hulme.